Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a set that was part of a Lego haul from honestly like last year at this point. It's been so long since I got this set. I don't know why I haven't done a review yet. It just kind of fell off the radar because Jurassic World isn't one of my top themes. I get it for the dinosaurs and everything, but this is going to be set number 75939, Dr. Wu's Lab Baby Dinosaurs Breakout, with 164 pieces, retailing for $19.99 USD or $20, with 2 minifigures and 2 baby dinosaurs. The baby dinosaurs being pretty much the only reason I got this set. It's very cute, attaches on to other sets you have quite nicely, and it's pretty cool. Front of the box is some basic cover art, and then on the back here we have just a picture of the lab and the play features and everything. Very basic, not too much to say about this set. So let's take a look at that instruction manual and then the build of the set. Here's that instruction manual. It's pretty basic. It's got the picture on the front, Windman on the back, the parts list, and then just an advertisement for some other sets of the wave. This set was so cool. I really wanted it with the Ankylosaurus and the Indominus Rex. Might get it, probably not, but these were really cool sets. All right, and here's the set all built up, and it looks really, really great. There's a lot of stickers here, notably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there's a bunch of them right there, but they work really well in the context of the set, and honestly, they weren't too hard to put on, so I honestly don't mind. The characters and the dinosaurs are the best part here, so let's take a look at them first, and then come back to the actual build of the set. All right, the first of our 2 minifigures is going to be Owen Grady, and he looks great here. I love this new updated design form we've been getting in recent Jurassic World sets. I think it works so much better than the old one, especially with that facial print, which I really want them to bring over for Star-Lord next time we get a Star-Lord minifigure, because I think it looks just so much more like Chris Pratt than the other faces, especially with that mustache and the sideburns, the eyebrows. It just captures his personality so well. I also love the same hairpiece here as Star-Lord. I think it's great character continuity, because the hair design for the characters are very similar. We have a blue jeans right there with a nice brown belt with a little pocket satchel on the side there. He's got a very nice vest with a tan shirt underneath, which I like the continuity with the printing and the arms, although the printing is a little light on the shirt, which is, always a problem with Lego printing. We got some nice vials on a little like vest thing across his satchel thing, I guess, across his torso, and that does continue onto the back. Just a strap there with some realistic line designs for his torso print, and then pulling off his hairpiece, he's got the happy face right there that we've seen. Then on the back, he's got an upset, angry face, which again, could be really, really good for a custom Star-Lord minifigure. I really want to see this face used more in the MCU. I think it'd be great. There are no accessories to this minifigure, given, although there are some guns and bottles and everything in the set that you can give him. That's all I got for this minifigure, though. A very, very good one. I love the printing. For such an incredibly important character in the Jurassic Park franchise, I'm shocked I've never gotten Dr. Wu in a set before. I think he's been relatively rare recently. I don't think he's come in more than like 4 sets or something. I know we had a Polybag and the Indominus Rex set, and then this cheap set too. I don't really know much more than that. The character does look great though. I'm a little disappointed he has plain unprinted dark brown legs. It's always nice to get those, but it's still a little disappointing. I do like his skin color. It's always good to get more faces and hands in that color, and it matches because he's not, a white actor and everything, so I do appreciate the design there. He's got a very nice lab coat design with a doctor badge with a black turtleneck underneath, and then he's got a very nice slick back hairpiece, and then a kind of smirky happy expression on this side, and then a very scared worried expression because there are dinosaurs charging at him, along with some very realistic wrinkles in the back of his torso. A really good minifigure. There's nothing to like stand out here, although I really love that torso print. I don't know what it is. It looks so crisp, and the gray is really popping against the black. It's some really good printing, one of the best I've seen in a while, and especially when compared with Owen, it just looks so much more realistic and like a much more well-designed figure. So I really like him, and I'm really glad to, add him to my collection for the very first time. The first dinosaur is going to be the baby Ankylosaurus, and this guy is adorable with 1 stud on his back. You can attach someone, standard character, whatever you want to do. The character is dual molded and looks so good for it. Actually, is it dual molding or is that printing? I can't quite tell. There's some really nice eye printing there with the beak in the front, the bony tail in the back, and the spikes all the way through. This character is so cute. Very simple. None of these pieces come off. This is one solid mold, and I think it's so cute. It's definitely one of my favorites. I love dinosaurs, and getting baby dinosaurs here is so cool. The color scheme is great. I got nothing but positive things to say because this is one of my favorite dinosaurs, and I'm so happy to finally get him here in Lego form. The baby Triceratops is substantially bigger than the baby Ankylosaurus. This character is made up of 3 pieces and also stands actually the exact full size of a Lego minifigure stand, which I think is pretty cool. There's a dual mold here with the tan underside with some really nice spot printing on the legs and underbelly, and the olive green over the hang part, along with some white horns and a white beak with some nice eye printing. The middle of the dinosaur does come out. You can put a saddle there, I guess, but they just have olive green blocks filling in. I don't like how there's an awkward gap there, which is a little disappointing. disappointing, but the fact there are 2 studs on top means you can sit a minifigure on top if you really wanted. You could also put one of these saddle pieces on for young children to ride this dinosaur, like one of the exhibits in the park. Very, very cool. I love Triceratopses, and again, it's so nice to finally get a baby here, although the seam for this mold is very obvious. Like, you can see the cracks in the tail there. It just feels like 2 different pieces snapped together. I think that's disappointing. It doesn't seem like as, good quality as other dinosaurs. That's disappointing, but it's still a great character, great for display, and I'm really happy to get a baby Triceratops here. All right, and for the build of the set, there are 2 different sections. There's the table section here, which we'll take a look at now, then the main section in the back, which we'll take a look at just after. All right, and here's the table build, and there's a loose laptop on it. This laptop is one of the pieces that can be closed pretty easily, and it's got a very nice sticker on the inside with a potion bottle and then some kind of graph chart. You can close it, snap it shut. It's got a little Lego logo on the top and a keyboard on the inside. It's pretty simple. Taking a look at the table, we have 4 clips, 2 on each side. This one holds a syringe. This one has a gun with a syringe attached, and these 2 are empty. We have a blue bottle on the table, which can be given to either Dr. Wu or Owen Grady, and you can clip that on the side too if you want. We have an amazing 1x1 amber piece right here with a mosquito trapped inside. Here's a closer look at that print right there, and that's amazing. I'm so happy to finally get that piece. It's been around the Jurassic World sets quite a lot, but I don't really get them much, and I'm very happy to find it here in a cheap set. The final part of this table is going to be this microscope build, which is really cute. I love the use of binocular piece right there. It looks really good. And just the whole design, it screams microscope. Very simple for parts usage, but it's a really good design. The table itself is built using these sloped upward pieces. And it's a pretty simple design, very sturdy, not going to come apart anytime soon. And it's really nice for them to include because without it, the model itself just feels really, really empty. All right, so we're left with just the lab section here. Now, there are 2 main parts here. There's the wall right here, which is on a hinge connection that can be swung inward or outward, depending on how you want to position the enclosure. And there is a stickered piece that's on hinges that you can rotate up and down here with a picture of the Triceratops dinosaur on it. While we're talking about it, I figure I can show you the play feature here. Right here, this black Technic piece, you can just push down, and it flings the window out, which is attached there with 2 of those studs right there. On the inside here, there's a faucet with a container of water and some leaves for the Triceratops to eat. There's no room for him to fit there. You're just going to have to imagine he's behind the glass, drinking some water, eating some leaves. And that play feature works really well, reliably, and simply. Just going to push down, and it blasts the window off. Much like the dinosaur just kind of bursts through. It's the breakout feature. Pretty cool, very simple, not too complicated, but that's good because it can't really get messed up. Although sometimes it's a little hard to clip into place. Then swinging over, the other main section is going to be the egg incubator here. There's a play feature where you can have this little hand grabber thing which twists around. You can lift up the terrarium and have it pick up an egg, and it does actually hold the eggs. You just gotta, it's a little difficult to position it, and you gotta be careful, but it can pick them up and swing them around, give them to whoever they need to be, or rotate them. It doesn't actually spin like that, but you can just pretend, rotate it and set them back down. And then this little thing has 2 eggs inside of it, 2 green foliage bits, and then this lid actually does close completely on it. So you can have it closed, you can have it partially open. It's open for play, and it's really cool. I do like they included this because it was a major part of the Dr. Wu's lab, and honestly, I don't know what this is based off of because this lab reminds me a lot of the lab from the very first Jurassic World movie, or Jurassic Park movie, excuse me. Or maybe it's from like a TV show with the new Jurassic Park stuff. I got no idea. And then the center here, kind of the minor section, it's going to be the computer screens. We have a yellow mug right there. And on the back, we got 2 screens. One for the Ankylosaurus and one for the Triceratops. They both display the dinosaur, a picture of the genetic code, and then what it eats. Let me get that out of the way. Over here, we got like an eyeball thing and then some leaves over there. And each of them has like a little blurb with a bunch of information that you cannot read. It's just, blank lines. And then we're going to go inward real quick. And right there gives you a better look at the stickers. And then in the center there, we have a picture of an egg with a bunch of black lines. Again, it's supposed to be text that we just can't read. And then a little DNA symbol. And then up here, we have a map of the Isla Nublar, right? With a bunch of error messages, some red dots, and some people that are in danger, power off, just because the dinosaurs are breaking out or maybe people are being eaten. Not quite sure, but it's pretty nice, pretty simple. Very good model. I definitely like the way it all comes together. Everything here is really, really cool. I have no complaints, really. I don't necessarily think I would have bought this set had it not been for the dinosaurs. I think a lot of the time, the Jurassic World sets are sold by the dinosaurs. I mean, the minifigures here are great, too. I love getting my first ever Dr. Wu, and that updated Owen Grady minifigure is great, too, don't get me wrong. I'd honestly have to rate this set probably like a 7 out of 10, or I'd say 8 out of 10. I don't really have too many problems with it. It just feels kind of incomplete. It's very open-ended, and I guess you could get a couple of these, mix them together, add them to some other Jurassic Park or World sets you've got, have lab parts to make one giant one, stick this in a different set. It's very modular and very easily combinable because you can take this apart and add it to anything you want. There are a lot of stickers for a small set, which is a bit of like a little, that's kind of icky, but there are some really great prints like that mosquito block, the Dr. Wu's suit, the dinosaur molds are great. I definitely understand why the set is priced at $20. I think that's a very fair price. I'm just not a fan of the play set, 'cause I don't really know what I'm going to do for display or anything. That's all I really got for you guys today, though. I definitely recommend getting the set if you have not yet done so while you can still find it, because those dinosaurs are amazing, but be warned that the play set, it's not that great. That's everything for today, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the very next video, and wish you all to have a fantastic and safe rest of your day.